In this video, I want to talk about how to live a life of purpose. One key step that has helped me find more purpose in my life and stay focused and convicted and positive and just going for those goals. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, helping you find your true character and level it up so you can play life better. So living a life of purpose is kind of it's kind of a strange thing to talk about, in my opinion, because just there's so much talk about purpose and being on purpose and finding your purpose and how do I find my purpose in life? And it's just like, it gets complicated, but I don't really think it needs to be that complicated. And I remember when I was, like 10 years ago or so, I was kind of getting into personal development more. I started, waking up in the morning. I was following The Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod, and I was journaling and kind of reading more, trying to better my life and figure out more about myself and how to achieve some goals more than getting to platinum or diamond or something like that in League of Legends and trying to be a professional gamer, which was part of the goal. And it would have been super sweet, but I don't think it would have fulfilled my purpose. So I was studying, I started learning more about just how other people succeed and how to succeed myself. And then I learned more about personality type. I had taken the MBTI test, the Myers-Briggs test, a long time back, and I remembered that I was an INFP. I don't know how, it was just 4 letters. It didn't really stand out too much when I first learned it. And yet, I started studying more about it. Somebody tipped me off to the cognitive functions. I went into Personality Hackers podcast and started going deep into that and connecting it up and figuring out how all this puzzle system worked, just in my own way, right? Personifying the cognitive functions and tying it to games and things that I knew that I was very comfortable with. What I found out was that through learning about myself, through understanding my parts, through understanding my struggles, my strengths, what I need to do to better my life and taking in more information, things like that, intentional information, not just looking up builds and stuff online for different characters and stuff, which is cool. But when I started shifting my attention away from that and focusing on playing life better, I built up more self-appreciation and self-acceptance. I realized that I'm not broken. I don't need to be fixed. I just needed to learn about myself. And the same goes for you. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to learn how you work and what you're good at, your strengths, your struggles, the character class that you should be playing, instead of maybe the one that somebody else told you to play. I remember when I first got into League of Legends, another conversation about League of Legends, one of my friends told me I was a good ADC. So I was a good marksman, right? I was in the bottom line. I was going to kind of carry the team in a lot of ways, and I had to, focus on my mechanics and tactics and things like that. I had good mechanics. And so I played ADC a lot, and it really wasn't for me. I actually found out that I loved being the support. I loved healing people. I loved taking care of people. And this is something I've talked about on the channel before too. And this goes the same for real life. Like, when you figure out what you're supposed to be doing through learning more about yourself, through putting yourself into different contexts, different situations, and using positivity, then you challenge yourself to be more courageous, because you have your bigger goals now. You have the things that you want to do, right? And you can then take those steps to step into your more actualized self. And that only comes through generating this self-acceptance and self-appreciation through learning about yourself and through testing yourself and putting yourself into into these different quests and going through and succeeding and struggling and complicated failures, all sorts of things. So that's my little tip for today. I hope it was helpful. This is something I was thinking about earlier when I was writing a little newsletter for the I Now Feel Positive group, and just wanted to share it with you. Okay? So I hope it helps really, like, to live on purpose. You just gotta keep studying, keep figuring yourself out. But it's not just book studies. It's going out and focusing your attention on things, intentionally trying to grow your skills in the inner world and the outer world. All right, so I hope it helped. If it did, comment, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Don't keep geek psychology a secret, and keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun. Peace.